Hey everybody, this is This I This, and I know I haven't been making videos lately, but just me doing stuff and watching the clusterfuck of what used to be the Donald Trump administration, and listening to a bunch of idiots complain about GTA's new game. Other than the simple fact that there were rumors leading up that they were going to have a female character in that game for years. But, you know, but I found myself in the camp of why should I give a shit? There's a reason why I don't give a shit about this, and why I still complain about that all female Ghostbusters being a piece of shit. Because the all female Ghostbusters movie was badly written and had a producer on there who basically kept screaming nonsense at a lot of people. This may actually turn out to be good. I just hope we don't get some super serious bullshit story or some kind of crappy love story in it, because I just want a good game. I don't give a flying fuck about most everything else. Of course, hopefully you'll have it like the San Andreas, the Saints Row games where you can just make up your own character. Yeah, most of the people usually mostly scream male characters and then scream some bizarre erotic home stuff. You have to hear some of these people. Or the bizarre tweet that came from Tucker Carlson about wanting men and shit. Yeah, Tucker, I think you got some unresolved issues going on there, Tucker. A lot of them. Other than listening to the Supreme Court justice taking our rights away because Donald Trump's a piece of shit, but okay. And yeah, I did not like the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. That was beyond fucking stupid. But mostly it's actually been pretty good. We don't have a massive virus trying to murder us, except maybe the new monkeypox. Not a good name for that disease. But apparently the same shit that handles chickenpox is pretty much handling monkeypox, and it's not as deadly and horrible as that other wonderful disease that shall not be named, or I'll be demonetized for some bizarre reason. And of course, surviving one of the worstest so-called, oh, our environment is doing okay heat strokes heat waves that any but the United States has ever seen, and yet most people, and most people I know as of right now, Samuel Techie, you know, sits there and pretends that it's not happening, even though a lot of people died from it, especially up in Texas, who recently went through a snowstorm and no power. A nice storm and had no power, and a whole bunch of people died. And then they had a virus. We all know what virus that was. A whole bunch of people died because they ignored safety protocols. And then now they have a heat wave and no power, and a whole bunch of people are dying. Goddamn, Texas is just looking like Death Valley at this point, made up of actual dead people, and not forgetting all the mass shootings. Of course, I think Florida's also seemed to be matching them on that bullshit. And of course, you know, these so-called video game lovers or hardcore conservative people are supporting the very people that are saying that all the mass shootings, the people are responsible, are video games. What a load of bullshit. I mean, well, that's all I got on that end. Most anything else, in my life right now is dealing with moronic idiots that still don't understand the history of the Japanese mecha bull, forgetting that it all started from a book from a guy named Robert A. Heinlein, I believe, and that guy was noted for writing books about incest and time travel. He wrote 2 books, basically with incest and time travel. Yeah, but he created a book called Starship Troopers and became the Bible for all the mecha series, every mecha series out now today, especially StarCraft, Iron Man, Gundam, Axel Squad, and of course the second Aliens film. All from a guy that wrote 2 different books on 2 different characters about incest and time travel. That is an actual fact. Hearing that kind of news makes me glad I'm born dyslexic. YouTube has a lot of information on it you could just learn by just watching videos from the right people, not morons like that Q guy or that shit group known as QAnon who are just so full of shit. Sorry. But, I'm still dealing with a group of people who seem to think that Exo Squad is a poor man's imitation of the Japanese mecha series when in reality it followed the Robert A. Heinlein novels or the Starship Trooper novel like every other mecha series both here in the US and Japan and all around the fucking world. But stupidity and ignorance just mixed together. Oh yeah, and Thor and Love and Thunder was a massive success, and now it's a bomb. It seems to be following the same fucking disaster that beheld Batman and Robin, if you remember that old movie, where their first week was a mass success. They made a lot of money, and then they just kept dropping like a fucking rock. Oh, and any of you are wondering, Biden ain't a great leader. He's kind of a shitty leader in a way, but at least he's not fucking Trump. I'm sorry, just can't get off that shit and half the stupid shit I'm still hearing from morons. To those people that are hating on an old 1993 Saturday morning cartoon, thinking that it's trying to interfere in your Japanese mecha series, please shut the fuck up. Exo Squad was a good series with good characters and actual consequences to decisions and main characters dying. And the new Starship Troopers stuff, yes, is taking stuff from Halo, but Halo got some of their shit from the original Starship Trooper novels. And yes, I originally made a video on this, and I was wrong on the date because the book came out in like 1959. Mainly because I'm looking at the Wikipedia page right now. But if I'm wrong, there's this thing called comments down below. Just tell me I'm wrong and put up the actual information. I'm not going to fucking condemn anybody for that for that. But yeah, I'll try to make videos, but a lot of shit come down. And the reason why I mostly haven't made videos is take a fucking wild guess and it ends with 19. Yeah, it begins with a V and ends in 19. And I was also busy watching our fucking world fall apart from a fucking idiot president who had no fucking clue on how to run a government. And forced like everybody else to watch the world fall into complete stupidity by taking in ridiculous conspiracy theories that make no fucking sense. And also listening to an anime community that somehow thinks that a cartoon from 1993, Exo Squad, was somehow fucking trying to destroy the anime community in some fucked up bullshit way. Oh, and by the way, Exo Squad was created by Universal Studios, not Playmates. Playmates just got the fucking toy license to make those toys. And also to make the video game. That's why there's a Playmate logo on the video game, the Sega Genesis game. Playmates doesn't own those rights anymore, or that license. And that whole merging Robotech and Exo Squad together, that was just Playmates doing their shit because both sides have basically come up and said they were shocked and surprised and had no clue that was happening. Playmates just did that shit because they just want to cut costs and put both of their packages into one giant package. Whatever other bullshit you guys think really happened is a load of crap. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go watch the rest of the world destroy itself due to that idiotic group in the Supreme Court that our moronic president put into power, or, one Donald Trump did. And if you disagree with me on that, fuck off. I mean, I already had to deal with a bunch of my mom's friends literally die. And just besides, even though it never made news, because I'm in a small town of nobodies, we had a mass shooting already about a couple of blocks away from where I live, so that's fun. Actually, a couple of miles down the highway, but close enough. 6 people died. Always fun. Always fun. But to everybody, stop blaming the fucking video games and the TV shows. Well, have fun while the world destroys itself, and half of you pretend it ain't. See ya. Sorry about the political stuff. I didn't want to really make this video, but it's just getting on my nerves. See ya.